All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Iowa State basketball here on College Hoops 2K8. I kind of just started the stream less than a minute ago, but might as well start it up and start playing, and then I'll at least have a little bit of the game done as as people file in, and it makes things hopefully go a little bit quicker because I got four. I counted it. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 regular games left in the season that I'll be playing. 4 home games. So it would be nice if I was able to get that done this time. It might be a little bit longer stream if I do that, but I mean, the sooner I start in on it, the better. Let's see what the uniforms look like. No, that's probably going to blend in way too much with the Texas orange. That's just going to be a pain in the ass if I do that. How loud is this going to be?
Get ready for College Hoops.
Not loud, that's fine.
2K8. The Texas Longhorns battle the Iowa State Cyclones. We're really excited to bring you this matchup.
Cool. Oh, there we go. Hey, what's up? How's it going? There we go. You know, I was working on trying to... Oh, dope.
I'd love to see that.
I was working on trying to, like, mod stuff for... oh, Jesus.
Dishes it to the baseline.
For a lot of these games on both my PlayStation 3 and Xbox. Basically just in a way that would... Yeah, it worked. I'll take it. I was trying to figure out getting rosters working, and I'm realizing that I really don't have... I don't know if it was just the fact of the game I was trying to work on or what, but I don't know if I have that that touch anymore to figure out save files for stuff anymore. PlayStation 3 is definitely a different beast than the 360, though, when it comes to save files. So a lot of it might be that, and a lot of it just might be the game in of itself.
When he sees the ball go up, he isn't afraid to go after.
Yeah, I decided to change up the little ticker on the bottom, make it look a little bit cleaner.
He misses the first.
I could probably stand to move the current streak thing a little bit more over to the right, but
Good on number 2.
that's all right.
Chewy C inbounds the ball.
There we go. Now, I was trying to work on like All Pro Football 2K8. I got around to getting the editor for the game. I feel like it's already like a waste of my money because I can't get things to work as well as I hope it would. And like I haven't even really been able to make the PlayStation 3 stuff work all that much with the save games. I think mostly just because it's
goes up.
There we go.
Good on number 2.
Mostly just because I gotta have a couple extra like programs. Like I can't just have the PS3 like editor. I gotta have like a brute force thing and a save data deal, and it's just a pain. And then it doesn't want to work because I don't have certain like System 32 extensions. And I'm not too thrilled about that.
4-3. Cox catches it outright.
There we go.
Zivanovic passes to the baseline.
There we go.
Last shot good by Chuasi. Zivanovic rotate, find the open man, and cash it in.
There we go.
Right
Why are you hating? Why are you hating about the things that I enjoy?
From downtown.
Is that some like Zoomer thing now? Is like you're not allowed to enjoy anything?
Crumbly inbounds the ball.
I feel like that was a time when I was in high school. Maybe that's the thing. Like that. Maybe that's the late teenagers thing. I remember that was when I was a late teenager. When I was towards the end of high school, becoming a young adult, the idea of liking something was just uncool. Then again, it might just have been the time.
Let's check in with our sideline reporter,
I
Tracy
believe you
Wilson.
never listened to an
Has some
UDN
info
song.
for
I didn't
us.
say
Just
I'd never
before the
listen
game,
to
I
an
talked
UDN
to
song.
Coach Wilson. He said this team we're
I've
up
listened to
against is
several.
as good up front as just about anybody we've seen, and it's going to take an extra
I didn't
effort
even
from
say.
more than
See, you're
just
putting
one or
words into
two
my
of our
mouth. I
guys
just asked
if
why
we're
you're
going to
hating.
handle their big men. Guys?
Thank you, Tracy.
I've heard of
No
Zillennial.
good
That's a
on that last
zoomer.
shot by Weiss.
I think I'd have to
Was
see
lurking on that
what
one, and it
what
was
it
just enough to throw it off.
what exactly
Mikulowski
like what the
hands it
meaning
off.
is.
It was drained by
Hey,
Savannah.
with a hand in the
It's
face.
a tie ball game.
This is gonna be a rough one. I feel this is gonna be a tough game. The Texas games always are. The Texas games are always a royal pain in the ass.
It's tipped. The long
Oh, damn it!
will get this one back.
You don't
Both
listen to
teams are going to shake
UDN.
things
I
up a
thought
little
there
bit
was
with some
stuff on
subs.
YouTube. I mean, I haven't bought like an album or anything, but that's because it's a pain in the ass to buy them. But I don't announce everything that I buy.
Carroll inbounds
Trust
the
me,
ball.
there's stuff I've because I know that there are people who stalk my
Snatched
Twitter.
off the boards by
I don't
Lee.
announce everything that I
8.5
buy
minutes
anymore.
left in the half.
Lee went after that rebound
You
hard.
just
Great
quietly
work.
own it, and there you
It's
go.
scooped up by Obasoen. Swing pass, far side.
I mean, that too.
Weiss takes the shot.
You
Off
can do
the front
both.
rim and out. And it's still all tied up 10. Vasquez dumps it off. Chewy C
Up.
gets it outright. That's a good look.
There
The
you go.
offensive board
Oh
gathered
shit!
by Chewy C. The last layup, no good.
Just throw it down.
His coach is going crazy on the sidelines. C pulls the trigger. No good from 10 feet. And it's still all knotted up.
Let's see.
Backs him
Vasquez.
down.
Ooh! He's bodying him.
Throws it
He's
up.
bodying him. Oh
And
god.
he'll get
Well,
two
they had to
shots
foul
more.
him, so it's fine. It's all good. What have you sent me? Oh, okay. There we go.
Vasquez with the
By the way,
wide
I
open
played
look,
college
and
hoops
that one puts them ahead.
on my PS3. Got a copy of it there. And
Raises up.
I
Gets
looked
the
all
second to
around to
fall
see
as
if you
well.
could disable that
Huntley
stupid
inbounds
6-axis
the ball.
controller free throw, and I don't think you can. Did I meet any girls? I'm in quarantine. As I mentioned, I think Thursday or Friday. I'm still in quarantine for a couple more days. I think I can finally go out like on Wednesday. But more than
One-on-one.
likely, I'll probably just stay in
Errant
anyway,
last
because
shot
why
by
the hell
Obasoen.
not?
Just over 7 minutes left in the half. He attacked it with everything he had, but it still wasn't enough.
Good defense, not letting him jam it home.
Here's the double team. Vasquez was camped in the lane there.
Damn
He
it,
gets the
offensive 3
3-second call.
seconds. Ugh. No, you stay and you try to make him
It looks
do
like
something.
they're playing man-to-man.
Dishes down low. Obasoen
Nope.
gets a piece of it. Amazing to see a guard get his hand on so many attempts.
Shot blocking is mostly about timing and anticipation. This
Oh,
guy
oh,
has
oh.
plenty of both.
There you go. Yeah, you should get it in.
Carroll inbounds the ball.
I mean, my roommate seems to be doing kind of okay. Weekend was a little.
The
been a bit
Longhorns
iffy.
take their first time out of the game. Well, let's
Like
get
he
back
still
to
kind of
action.
has symptoms
Coach
and whatnot,
Barnes
but
is shuffling things
I
up
mean,
a
I
little
haven't
bit,
really.
and I like this
I haven't felt
decision.
any worse than I
Guys he's
usually do.
putting
In
out
fact, I
there
felt
play
a little
very
bit better
well
because I've
together.
actually been able to get sleep. You know, a good solid week of not having to be up at a certain time 5 days a week really helps out. But then again, it's going to really screw up my
About
sleep
6.5
schedule, I think,
minutes
here
left in
in
the
the
half.
next couple of
Bounces
days.
it to the high post. Clement has it, top of the key.
Oh, damn it.
Last shot missed from 3-point
Oh,
range.
shit.
Feeds, high post.
Made it work. Made it
Mikulowski
work.
Backs in. Clement
That's not who I wanted to give it to. I
catches
wanted to give it to
right
him.
wing. Fired
Damn it.
short by Lee. Still a 2-point lead. Stolen by Zivanovic.
Ooh.
Vasquez goes up.
Hey, we
Gets
managed to draw a
hammered.
foul
He'll head
on
to the
that.
strike.
All right, we got something. We got something to work with here.
Takes it up. Knocks down the first
I had a
one.
bunch of stuff. Like, I've been sitting here for days. It's really kind of weird. There's, like, a bunch of stuff I've been wanting to work on for, like, days. I'm like, oh, man, I got, like, a whole week of, like, not having to do anything. I could get this done and this done. And I gotten, like, one thing done. I worked on some stuff for, like,
Backs
TEW,
him down.
but That's about it.
Lee skips it to the baseline.
I wanted to actually deal with categorizing my music library, because it's in just a bunch of haphazard subfolders. So like when I download a new song or I add a new song and I want to put it on my phone, it's just sort of weirdly there.
Gets it right wing. That last tray, no good. Lucky break for the defense.
I wanted to make it actually like I could still do it.
Next time, it won't be a miss.
I don't know. I wanted to finish the NASCAR thing, but like every time I went to make some cars for NASCAR, I was like, I'm probably not gonna do this for like a YouTube series, and even if I do, no one's gonna watch it. I really got like kind of down on myself about the NASCAR thing. So I'm like, I like these 4-cylinder mods, I like the track racing and all that, but I'm not great on it when I was playing it like off stream and I could actually do it. I was trying to actually start using my wheel, and it's okay.
Pass outside.
I think just the way my whole setup is, it's not the greatest setup for. Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh, never mind. That probably was not one I should have gotten, but.
Texas calls timeout.
Yeah, I just had like a moment with that where I was like, let's do defense. Defense seems like a good idea.
Both teams are going to make some substitutions.
But yeah, I'm like, maybe I'm just not good enough at the game. And even if I am, who's going to watch? And again, I was probably doing a lot of that when I first started playing this game and TEW and stuff like that. I don't know.
Right wing. Spooner tosses it up.
I'm really glad that the
he's doubled up.
Local supermarket does DoorDash delivery. It's like $10, but I mean it's worth not having to spend like $30 a piece on. It's good to spend like $100 on groceries, and then with the $10 delivery and everything, then having to spend like $20-$30 a piece on like fucking pizza or some other stuff on DoorDash. The one downside is I really wasn't big on wanting to tip the dashers that much, because like I didn't want to tip the dashers that much to bring me my groceries, because it's like, oh yeah, 10-15%, so you give them like $10. I'm like, do I have to? Because I'm right down the street. Like I'm literally like a quarter mile. I could if I wasn't quarantined, I could walk from my apartment to the supermarket. I didn't want to pay someone $10 to bring it to me. I've had that before too. I've had I think the worst one that I felt bad about, and I still feel bad about sometimes, is I lived in this apartment that just was really dirty. Just the people I lived with were just filthy people. And like literally about 3 days before I was going to move out and move somewhere else, I had we were on the first floor too, so it was easy enough to get stuff coming in. But we had a mice problem. We had bug problems in general. So I had glue traps down, and I was catching spiders and all sorts of other bugs just by the regular. It was horrendous. And then eventually at one point I actually heard like scurrying on under my bed on the glue trap, and found out that a small mouse had gotten himself like... The mouse had gotten like half his face and then like 2 of his paws like jammed up into the glue. I felt really bad because I'm like, well, I gotta end it. This was one of those apartments though that I actually heard scurrying inside the walls before from mice, and I could hit the wall behind my bed, and then you could hear the scurrying in between the walls. It was horrifying. I'm glad I'm out of that. They're risking their lives out here in COVID era. Oh my God, it's not that bad.
Tacks on the free
Being
throw
a
from the
DoorDasher. I'm
three-point
sure there's a
line.
lot more
Vasquez
DoorDashers these
is needed
days.
out on the floor. He
Seeing
couldn't get
so much
of a
stuff
rest.
closed down. Maybe not so much around
Carroll
here. I'm not
inbounds
sure.
the ball.
You can't give them a cent. Hey, I'll give them $5. I don't want to give them $10 or $12 though. Like, you know, it seems customary to give like 20% tip for a delivery driver, and it's like, listen, I got $90 worth of groceries. I mean, that's one thing, but it's literally like 5 bags, and you got to drive it a quarter mile and then just drop it off at my door. Like,
They bring their lead to 7.
you know, it didn't feel right to give them more than $10, and even then, I was just like, fuck.
Somebody's got to step in and stop him.
Cone hands it off. Catches
Yeah,
it
but I
down
am
low.
quarantined right
Into
now
the
because
run.
my
The
my
basket
roommate
was buried
got
by
COVID.
Dodd.
He
They
tested
got it
positive
within
for COVID.
7. 50
So
seconds left in the
he's
first half.
he's eligible to go back to work
Chewy
tomorrow,
backs
but
down.
he's gonna.
Lead
They
with
already
the shot.
called him today, and
Nails
he
it
was
from
like,
the
"Yeah, I'm
lane.
just gonna take the rest of the week
They're in
off, you know,
front,
for safety
32
concerns."
to 23.
And also, he isn't feeling so great that he wants
Beats
to
it to the left
go
side.
back immediately. He's
Carroll
like, "Listen, they're
almost
giving
a
me 2
3-point
weeks.
opportunity.
I'm gonna take
Instead,
2
he'll go
weeks."
to the line for 2.
Good old Midwestern frugality. Hey, it's cheap. It's cheap enough to live here.
He sinks the second.
I mean, it wouldn't be cheap to live here if we were just willy-nilly throwing $20 for someone to, you know, deliver a few sacks of groceries to my door.
Dishes to the free throw line.
I do appreciate the service, but I'm already paying the store $10 for the
Get
delivery.
it out of there, big fella. You have to protect the lane, and that time they tried to sneak one through on him.
The big guy has spoken.
I'll probably do it
Swings
again
it to the
tomorrow.
wing.
Get some stuff.
Takes it
Because
up.
there was one thing, like today,
Gets
I
it
had
to go.
I had a
He's
moment
got a chance
today.
to add one more.
Terrific
I did
work
have a
to
moment
absorb the
today
contact, hang in the air,
where
and hit the shot. Pretty
that's what New
hard.
Yorkers do all the time. Makes you think. Yeah, and you see where their
Good.
city is at.
3-point play.
How expensive it is to live in New York City.
Caught. Releases.
Ah, that was
Misses
bad. That's
the
all right.
buzzer beater. They're still up by 5.
Hey,
That's
Dickie,
the
what's
half.
up?
And we're headed to the locker room with the score.
I might do it again
32
just because
to
I had this
27.
like revelation today. My
Give us your
well,
opinion on
first
this
off,
first half,
my
Bill.
I
roommate
can't think of
decided
too much good to say
to
about this
get
game so far. Maybe you can do
he
quick-
got DoorDash as well, and he wanted ice cream. So we have one of our local gas stations does DoorDash delivery because they do pizza,
We're all
and
set
the
to begin
pizza's
the
actually really
second half.
good. Like it's almost a separate thing. And so he's like, "All right, I'll get a pizza, but I really just want ice cream more than anything." And now I kind of want ice cream. Like I had that thing where I was like
Inbounds at the
walking
start of
around
the
going,
second half.
"Fuck, I don't have like any snacks or anything. I really need some like snacks." Just like
Dishes
I
top
don't
of the
know.
key.
Usually I've been eating like pita chips because they got like a really good Mediterranean selection at our local at our supermarket. So it's nice to you can get some pita chips for like $3, a good thing of them. I think they're practically homemade.
Tracy?
And then,
Thanks,
you
Fred.
know,
During halftime,
some
I spoke with
some
Coach
hummus.
Wilson. He said that he isn't satisfied with the small
And
lead
it's
and
great,
he's going to try
but
to
yeah.
force the issue in the second half. Coach told me that he wasn't going to
Damn
play
it.
this next
I was
half
trying
by
to
the
thread a
book,
needle right
and that
there.
he'll try things that some might
You
call
pulled a ligament in your neck a
counterintuitive.
few days
I
ago.
guess
Now
we'll
you
see what he
can't
means soon enough. Back to you,
crane your
Vern.
neck back
Okay,
without
Tracy.
immense pain and hot
We'll see
water
if he
and
got the
massage
message
gun
across.
makes it way worse.
Snatched inside by Chewy. That's the shot you work for, Bill, even though he's not their number one option.
The defense will
Maybe
have
see
to
it.
show
I don't know if
some
I
respect
don't
because
know
he
if just a
will hit that.
chiropractor
Give
would
it another
help, or maybe
chance.
go to just a straight up doctor. That sounds like a just to go straight up doctor. It's a massage gun. It's like a little massage thing. It looks shaped like a gun. Sometimes it's shaped like other things. You know, one that's shaped like a stick, like a big microphone type deal. There's one that's shaped like a gun. They use that at what is it, Sport Clips. And you get the special treatment. That's what they have that they put on your neck and shoulders as a massage gun. Damn it!
That That
Hey,
didn't
Griffo,
come to
what's
him
up?
by accident. He knew right where to be.
That last shot
Can I not
netted
say
for
that?
three.
I don't care.
They're set up in man-to-man.
I don't give a shit.
Caught. Beats it to the right side.
I've had like, yeah, I don't really care all that much about
Chewy C takes it up.
something like
Just
that.
missed
There
it.
we go.
No
I know if
three-point
I said it,
opportunity.
you'd be like, wow,
He'll go to the line
racist.
for two.
But
And he makes the first.
hey,
Lee didn't sit for long, and he's coming back into the ball game.
I would love
He
a.
gets them both.
Speaking of massagers, I'd love a foot
Inbounds the
massager.
ball. The long
I
ball.
was like
A
looking
three would tie the
a
game.
while ago at like a foot
gets it
bath
right
massager.
That last
You know,
trade,
like you put
no
it on the
good.
ground,
The D was late
fill it with some
getting
nice
there,
hot
but they
water,
got
and you
away
can dip
with
your
it.
feet in and massages them. Except the thing is they never make them for like
Passes
big feet.
Right wing from 18 feet
Everything
away.
is up. It's
That
like
one
up to
was
size
drilled by
13. I'm
Savanovic.
like, well, I'm size
He's
15,
shooting
so
55%
I'm kind
of
of
the game.
fucked. You sound so defeated today. I don't know. I did just get done with some with my roommate and some of his friends playing Among Us, and I think I'm still mildly salty. I'm mildly salty about a couple things because the series of games I got fucking big brained into an immediate loss, and then as a crewmate,
Bounces it inside.
so as an imposter I get big brained into an immediate loss, and I hated that.
Look at the D. What
And
a
then
great job
as a
bounding them
crewmate,
up
the
the
guy
D.
who big brained me
Next
got
up, they boost their
imposter and then
confidence.
fucking
Not
killed
close.
me
And it's
within like
scooped
2
up by
minutes and then
Obasoy.
got away with it. I'm like, God damn it.
Alexander dumps it off. Swings it to the wing. Weiss
There we
catches
go.
it left wing.
Oh shit.
The last shot missed from three-point range.
Tremendous rebound. He looks very comfortable under the glass.
Backs him down, and it's picked
Holy
up by
shit!
Texas.
Can we keep
Kicked him clean.
a
The game just
a
slows
goddamn
down for him to the
ball
point
in
he sees things that
while we're
others
sitting here
don't.
doing this? Watch the whole thing. I'm good.
Swing pass, right wing. C.
And then that, and I was working on like different like
Gets it
roster
right
files
side.
and stuff for a couple other games, and it just didn't work. Like even when I thought it
Lee
was working,
inbounds the ball.
I'm like, oh man, okay, I finally got it working. That'd be really
Skips
cool.
it to
Maybe
the
do it
left
on
side.
stream. Nope, fucking can't get shit to
Backstab.
work.
To the elbow.
Just not allowed to
Passes
do
the
anything.
baseline. In the key.
Oh my God, can we get the lid off the hoop today?
He knew right where to be.
No good on the last layup.
Can
by
we get the
Nikolowski.
lid off the hoop today?
Savanovic pulls it
There
in.
we go. Good lord.
Texas
Yes, it
is really
is.
struggling to close down the middle.
You start
Tracy has
boxing.
something
Again.
for
Interesting.
us. Tracy?
Coach
Do it, you
Barnes
won't.
is
You're
definitely
right, you
aware of
won't.
that problem. He told his assistants that they have to bring more
Remember
defenders
the
into
Polish
the paint,
cow
even
vid I
if it means
showed?
leaving the
Nah, not
perimeter
really.
open. Desperate measures here,
You and
Vern.
Okada
Tracy.
tend to show me
For three.
YouTube videos, and you bat like
They're now
for
up by
life
8.
on
Texas
funny
is
videos.
really
But then
struggling.
again, I think it's just our difference in
Texas
comedic
calls time.
taste. Comedy is subjective. I do fully understand that. I sound sick of it all. Today was one of those days where it was like I got punished in a game, and then I tried working on some stuff on my computer, and then fucking that shit didn't work.
Well, let's get back to the action.
And then I
Both
go
teams
onto
are making
Facebook. I
substitutions.
only go onto Facebook like once a week because I was like, I want to see how my friends are doing. And one of my friends is
Inbounds the
just
ball.
fucking screaming about politics. I usually only get about 5 posts down anymore before someone's
Obasoy
hollering about
behind the
political
arc.
bullshit.
Hits it. He's shooting 66%
It's either usually a
from deep.
friend or a family member or some combination of both.
Dishes it to the elbow.
I'm just like, God
Lee
damn, am I
backs him
sick of it.
down.
I'm just fucking done.
Goes up.
There we
monster
go.
stop by Mikolowskis. And they go up by 7. About 6.5 minutes left in the second half.
So it wasn't
The
in
steal
particular a
by
bad
Lee.
day, but I'm
Up
just like,
ahead,
ah,
Hawks.
fuck this.
Rises and dishes.
Yep.
Vasquez has it left side. Flip up
Hey,
and in on that last
there we
layup.
go.
A dynamite bounce pass. The D never
we
saw
got a
it
bit of a
coming.
lead.
Saw it
going.
going though.
Ugh.
Right into the net.
Political holiday gets to log in 5 minutes, just mentally tiring. It really is.
Spooner goes up.
Hashtag depressed,
Almost a
hashtag I
three-point
want to end it.
opportunity.
What did I
And
learn
the
about
line
yesterday
for two.
because of fucking poisonous social media? Oh, what's the term? Oh, there was this ridiculous term I found out about.
Knocks down the first one.
Oh, it's like a. Oh man, I wish I could remember. It's another. It's almost another term for like if you have like a mental disorder. I forget what it was called.
Knocks down the first one.
I bet if I looked hard enough I could find it. But it was such a euphemism fluff word that I'd seen.
He gets
And
them
like
both. Mikalauskis inbounds
subsections
the
of
ball.
Twitter use it,
You know
and
what
it's
kind of
just
defense
silly.
they're in, don't you, Vern? Minute.
Backs down. Caught. Gets it out left.
It just made me feel old when I saw it. I'm like, Jesus, is this what young people? Is this what young people go about? Oh, hang on.
And he makes the first.
Where is it at? No, hang on.
He gets the second to fall as well. Texas is really struggling.
Shit. I'm
C
busy
dumps
looking
it
at
off.
stuff.
Obasola
I'm busy
feeds it to the left
looking
wing.
at stuff.
That last three-pointer was missed by C.
Yep.
With nobody around, he still couldn't convert.
Sometimes you can be too wide
Hey,
open.
damn it.
Misfired on that last three by
My shell
Cox.
shock became
About
PT is
5.5
catering to people who
minutes
can't
left in the
handle
second half.
reality.
Misfired on
Yeah,
that last
like
three
shell
by
shock.
Obasola. The defense did a really good job of closing out
For
the
half a
shooter
second, I
out
thought
there.
you were talking
You
about the
have to
game.
stay
I'm
in
like,
his
what?
face or
What?
he'll
What about
kill
shell
you.
shock gives people
Left wing.
PTSD?
Puts
And
it
like,
up.
oh no,
Nice job on
the
assist
actual
by
fucking
Vasquez.
disorder.
He's got three. Obasola brings it up.
I think who was it?
Coach Barnes might have decided to switch things
George
up a little
Carlin
bit.
did a
It's
whole
gonna
bit
take
about
time to
that.
make sure everybody's clear
George
on the
Carlin
game
did a
plan.
whole bit about shell shock becoming like post-traumatic stress disorder. Yeah, okay, I'm on the bit, and then let me see if I can remember. Neurodivergent. That's the word.
Well, it looks like
I
they're getting
learned
something
about
inbound the ball.
neurodivergent and how a lot of people, how that's like particularly a young person thing
Alexander
now to
inbounds
call
the ball.
yourself. If you
Bounces
have
it to the wing.
like, I think it used to be
Weiss takes it
used
up.
like
Well, he got
specifically
there
for
inside. It
autistic
looked like he
people,
was
but
leading,
then
but
now it's become like
contact
a
occurred.
catch-all term for like if you have any sort of mental disorder, you're neurodivergent. And I don't want to come off too much as ignorant, but it really sounds like
On
just
the
a
free
fluff
throw for the
word.
three-point play.
I even heard that
Chewy.
like some people. Oh
Big
god damn
time
it! I
rejection.
even heard
It
that
seems like nothing can destroy this guy, but he will
some people
destroy
will
you
even
in a
claim that if
heartbeat.
you're left-handed, you're
Perfect shot by
neurodivergent.
Spooner. They got on this
So,
roll a
hey,
while
I'm
ago
neurodivergent,
and just
guys.
haven't looked back.
I'm part of the.
Chewy seat
Was
goes
it
up.
10%
It's
of
blocked.
Americans that are
Alexander way up
left-handed?
Get it out of there, big
So
fella.
there you go.
You have to protect the lane, and that time
Not
they
only did I
tried to
learn what it
sneak one
was,
through
but
him.
I learned that I am
Guy
it,
has spoken.
according to some
Skips
people.
it to the high post. Tosses it up. A wing shot knocked down by Obasola.
There we
down
go.
by
Am I
two.
neurodivergent?
Iowa State has been on
I
the
consider
wrong
you
side of
autistic,
this
so
long
yes.
run. Tracy's got a report for us.
Coach Wilson was
Nobody I know has said that about themselves, but I
agitated
go
and
to a
just
school where
told his
most kids have
guys, "We
autism
can't
or
put a
forms of
stop to this
ADHD,
one
OCD, or
heads
shit
or
like
gonna
that. I think
roll."
it's just,
Guys, he's looking for more
you know,
aggressive play out of his
here's the
defense.
thing, is I don't know if it's 100% just that, or if it's just people just don't have attention like they used to. Because I was in school with a lot of weird kids. I was friends with a lot of the weird kids. I was considered one of the weird kids. I'm not gonna make any bones about the fact that I was pretty much on the bottom of the
Has it
social
outright.
ladder
Skip
rung.
pass, right corner. Cone shoots from the top of the key.
Read what I said
Mikulowski
before
hauls
that.
it
Oh,
in.
you're antisocial? Are you
Ninth rebound
divergent?
thus
Well,
far.
sure. I don't know if antisocial. I bet you antisocial is considered.
Hard to imagine he could
I
get
bet you there's
either
probably
one.
something where it's like
Chewy
you're
backs in, stolen
you're,
by Texas.
I like how he gets himself
I
into
don't know,
defensive
socially
position.
at the right
awkward or
place,
socially
right
like
time
there's
to
probably
get
some
it.
sort of like
Dodge Catches it. Left
I don't know,
side.
socially something. But apparently,
Alexander
I
passes
found
it
out
to the
about
right
this
wing.
because a lot of young people who use the word neurodivergent are also very upset if you
And
use
their
the
opponent
R
simply
word,
cannot keep up.
which
Backs down.
I don't really understand. But then again, that's probably because why I think I'm old.
Beats it to the right side.
There we go.
Snatches the rebound.
Because like,
The Longhorns can take
because
their
like back
first
in
lead
back in
a
my
long
day,
time.
you didn't call.
The D
You
was
didn't
really
call a
waiting for it
mentally
there.
handicapped person retarded. You called someone who did something stupid, regardless of their mental capacity, retarded.
By Zivanovic.
Because, like,
Inbounds the ball.
I had a friend, I'd have a friend of mine who would, he would go out and do donuts in fucking church parking lots when it snowed. And then he got ticketed by the cops because it was also 1 a.m. And it's like, yeah, you're 17 and you're doing donuts in a church parking lot at 1 a.m. It's past curfew and you're breaking laws there. That's retarded.
Down low. Chewy shoots
But
from
you
the post.
don't,
Off target.
I wouldn't call a mentally handicapped person that. But apparently just the word in and of itself is obscenely triggering. And I get it.
Iowa State calls time.
But,
They're losing by 2. 2:19 left in the game.
A lot of folks on social media just label the quiet kids in school autistic without knowing anything.
Well, it
That's
looks like
probably
they're getting set to
about
inbound
true.
the ball.
They just called them, when I was in
The Cyclones
damn
will
it.
retain possession.
when I was in high school, they just called him the weird
Oh,
kid.
got a quick
The
breather, but
weird
they need him
kids.
back on the
I
floor.
should know because I knew the weird kids. And it was usually just because of something like it wasn't because they were socially. It's because they were socially awkward. Like one kid got bullied because he was the weird kid, and I knew him, and it was just because he was in the closet, and then he came out as gay, and he was a lot better.
Catches it on the low block. The last
And then
layup
one of my
by
friends that I
Alexander.
knew for a while was also considered the weird kid, and then he eventually became trans. Like
Lethal. He is so
once they
hard to defend.
become an adult and they kind of become what they
Bounces
want to
into the
be,
stripe.
once they get out of that awkward teenager phase,
Left wing. Passes it
there's
to
usually
baseline.
something there,
Alexander
but it might not be exactly.
leads him with
He's
the
autistic.
pass.
Maybe
Can't
not.
convert.
Maybe it's just
Go to the
something
line
else that
for
they
two.
don't want to tell you about. they label the quiet kid the school shooter now. That really is what it is in the last few years.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5.
They are built different. Oh my god.
The pressure didn't get to him one bit.
He's
Close
saying
game or
done,
not,
maybe not
he's
outright,
as
but they
cool as can
speculate.
be.
There we go. Yeah, I mean,
Mikulauskis backs him down.
to sit here and pretend like teenagers, like kids in high school, aren't fucking awful people.
To put an end to the run. Drilled by
Just in
Mikulauskis.
general.
And
Like,
they're
trust
now
me,
behind
I was a
by 4.
teenager. I've
The
been around
Longhorns
plenty of
have
teenagers
been
in school.
dialed
Teenagers
in
are
from
awful
long
human
range.
beings.
Anticipates the pass.
And they don't know shit because I didn't know shit. My friends didn't know shit. And I didn't know anybody who claimed to know shit that actually knew shit.
14 feet out. Puts too much on it. 1:05 left in the game.
Maybe you
Shoots.
live less
But he
than an hour
knows
away
he can
from the
make
Douglas
that
school
shot on
shooter.
check,
Huh.
and he did a good job.
Thoughts on the
staying
Cyclones
on the
win over
play.
Oklahoma
He's either
on
gotta
Saturday.
foul
Oh,
hard or
football?
don't foul at all.
Glad they
You can't just give up
fucking
easy
won, I
three-point
guess.
plays. Those type
I don't
of
put
plays
any
can be absolute
stock into
daggers
Iowa
for
State
him.
football at
That
this
really
point. I'm
extends
just
their
used
lead.
to pain.
Mikulauskis inbounds the ball.
Especially last year with that goddamn Iowa game. I'm just used to pain at this
Caught.
point.
Hands it off.
There's no use getting. I'm just always
Zivanovic
pleasantly
gets it
surprised
right
if they
block.
actually do well.
Clement releases. Connects from long range.
He's an assassin from out there. The D was on him.
So yeah,
and
as
he
a guy
found
whose
just
brother's
enough
autistic,
space
it's okay
to
to
get
say
it
it's
off.
harder for a dumb person. Not to some people.
Sohan
You know what I
passes it
think?
up.
What was there was also
Left
another
wing.
term for it for like a lot of the younger people
Has
who
it
live on
right
social
wing.
media. I forget what they were talking about. I thought there was another term where they were
To the
talking about
elbow.
it, but like that's
Skips it to
that's
the
like the
left wing.
in thing
From
now
deep.
is to just be like
Snatched by Mikulauskis.
to be outraged
And
on
that's his
shit,
10th rebound in this one.
to just be outraged on stuff in general,
Chewy C.
and it's just tiring.
He gets hammered.
It's just so
He'll
tiring.
head to the strike.
Most Iowa State thing is losing to Louisiana, then beating Oklahoma the next week. I mean, that definitely sounds about right. That is the most Iowa State thing.
And that trims the lead.
The most Iowa State thing also would be if we just go undefeated the rest of the season and then lose in the first round. of the March Madness tournament, if they have it, assumedly.
Oh, boy, were
There
those
we go.
ever crucial. Now it's a one-possession game and still up in the air.
Well, I'm glad.
Crumbly inbounds the ball. Chewy has picked up his second foul.
Oh shit! I didn't realize that we were down by 2 already, and that's why we were doing the fouls. God damn! I need to get a handle on this. Shit! All right. I didn't realize how close we were to actually losing this game already. Oh my God! Go! Fuck! Oh no! That's 47 games. No, we actually were given the shot. We actually were given the opportunity. Oh, I needed to be not so awful with that. Oh, all right, it's a 3-point game. We could still do it.
The dagger. I think that should
Fuck.
just about take care of this one.
Come on, get the ball down there. There you go.
Clement beyond the arc.
Oh my God.
Mikalauskis commits the foul. They're in the
I think no matter what, I think we're probably going to lose this now. Damn it.
Sinks the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
The best we can hope for. If the AI was really smart, they'd just clang it off the rim on purpose and not give us a chance to set up for a shot.
For the tie.
Oh my God! Oh my God! What? What? Holy shit!
Both teams are going to make some substitutions.
Wow. Wow. We're going to overtime in Hilton. Let's go, boys.
Lee takes it up.
Oh my God.
Out of bounds after the errant shot.
See, like I said, if the AI were smart, they would have intentionally clanged it off the rim, and that would have been it.
All the turnovers. Tracy has something for us.
Coach Barnes is not sugarcoating the issue. He told his assistants our fundamentals are abysmal, and then added, the only players I want on the floor right now are the ones that can
there we
take
go.
care of the ball.
Thanks, Tracy.
Tremendous feed right there. So pretty. Cyclone Alley is going ballistic.
By the way, hi
Listen to
Daniel.
these kids.
I know you're not. I know you're not in the. You're not logged into Twitch. I don't think, but I heard myself yelling on your TV.
I love the strength. He fought through the foul, no problem, and that'll give him the 3-point chance.
You should have lost. I should have lost. This should have never gone to this point.
Clement is back in the game after a short rest.
God damn. Am I winning? I'm winning now. I was about to lose. 47 home win streak.
Weiss
Was about to go down the drain, and I managed to hit a last-second three-pointer.
Right wing.
Holy shit.
Sohan, swish. They draw to within 3.
Should teach
The
kids to be horny,
Cyclones
not
have
bully.
been
No, they're
lights
already
out from
plenty
beyond the
horny.
arc.
Trust me. I was in high school. The kids are already plenty
Catches it
horny.
down low. Chewy pulls the
Hey.
trigger. The bucket is good, and he'll have a
You
chance
fucking
for one
cheated.
more.
With what?
Look at the physicality.
You watched the whole
Pounding
game.
through the contact
Did
and
I?
hit.
You think I have like a button to turn on my hack machine right there at the end?
No good, and they don't
Damn
get
it.
the 3-point play.
A
Crumbly
fucking
dumps it off.
mid-court shot. That was just a long 3. That was like a Stephen Curry 3
C
right there.
bounces it to the wing. Out left, takes a 3. Ripped down by Zivanovic. He's giving it all today.
All right, I think we can calm down just a little bit now
Depending on the angle and trajectory.
and call it. And
Great
I think
work
as long as we can
rebounding.
keep a hold
Launches it.
of this.
It's good.
I had a feeling that if I gave it to, was it Clemente, I think, was the guy?
Use their
If I
second
gave it to
last timeout.
Clemente,
They're getting
he would
set to
probably have
inbound the
missed
ball.
that shot because he already made one clutch 3. So I gave it to Cox because I think he's my best shooter on the team. And my God, he drained it. Because he drained it from what, here? About here, I think it was? That's about 25 feet.
But it's missed by
26
Obasola,
maybe.
Unusually prolific rebounder for an off guard.
It creates additional opportunities for him.
Ah,
and his teammates.
damn it.
Coaches love a guy with an all-around
Pack
game.
switch engaged.
Obasola
The game
puts it up.
cheated.
Misses the long one.
What a turnaround. He was reining those in before, but all of a sudden,
There we
he's
go.
got the
All right,
little
all right, all
calls
right.
out there.
Lobs it to the baseline.
Ah, I'm trying to draw a foul here.
By Chuisi.
Ah, damn it.
It seems like
It's all right. We got an 8-point lead now. We managed to make it somewhat comfortable for 2.5 minutes. I think if we just slow play them a little bit, if we just slow down the pace.
Picked off by Michalowski.
There you go.
And that'll be his third steal so far.
Careless
All
play,
right,
Vern.
I'll take
You could
that.
see the defender just
I'll take
baiting him
that.
into that pass.
Oh, by the way, Daniel, I was just telling them about how, because they were like, you seem like you're done with everything. I'm like, yeah, I just got done with an Among Us game where I got fucking big brained, and then the guy who big brained me into a loss killed me 2 minutes later since he was the imposter, and it made me salty.
C passes it up court.
I don't know why I never thought about common tasks. This is how I know I still haven't played enough, that I don't even think about that in my head. Where it's like, oh yeah, no, that's a common task.
The run couldn't be stopped.
Like,
on the
oh
attempt
shit,
by
I never even
Obasola.
thought about that.
They're still down 6. Skips it to the left. Chuisi passes to the wing.
Hey,
Simonovic buries it.
should
They're
play with
now
me
up by
more often
13.
then. Maybe, I don't know. Thought it was going to go a little bit easier with a bunch of people who don't really play, but that's the thing, is you get big brain people in there with people who don't play, and it's just like, it can't be her because she doesn't know how to do any of the sabotage stuff, so it has to be you. I'm like, fuck.
From downtown. Pass left side. The layup good by Cox. They're ahead 86-71.
All right.
It's
All
deflected.
right.
And
They've
it's
fallen
gathered up by
apart.
Clement.
They've fallen apart in overtime.
To thread the needle, Vern. There just wasn't enough space for that pass.
Clement hands it off.
No, come on.
Michalowskis backs in, takes it up, hangs and hits.
I do like the when we were talking about the neurodivergent thing, because like when I was reading about what neurodivergency is,
Has it left
I
wing.
in my head I'm like, oh, so it's someone who has a mental illness, and then Urban Dictionary said the same exact thing as the top thing, and it was like, oh, well, people get offended if you just
Laid in by Michalowskis.
say, you know, oh, you're neurodivergent, that means you're mentally ill. It's like, well, I mean, what else do you want to
Weiss
say?
From downtown, Chuisi gets the rebound. 6-second differential between the shot
It
clock
is
and the game.
so done.
Last tray was cashed in by
Wow,
Simonovic.
we turned it on in overtime there.
They
Holy
Should've
shit.
locked the lead, Vern.
Yeah, the buzzer
They
beater
played
did
smart.
shake him.
Walk
Holy
away with the
cow.
win. Obasola to end their drought gets it to fall.
At this level, you have to be able to match your opponent.
Well, we've seen them trade threes. Now.
Oh my
if anyone
god,
forces
dude! Now we have two dudes with double doubles. We were getting absolutely killed
humbly goes
all the way
up,
up to the buzzer.
slides in with a soft finger roll.
All right, I
What
think
agile
we're done.
moves.
I think.
Not too many guys can use the finger roll anymore.
Why are you even double
Because of
teaming
his
at this
style.
point? You are down by. Okay,
Michalowskis
I'll just take
puts
that
it up,
freebie.
Buries the triple.
What a goddamn buzzer beater,
Puts it up.
man!
It's off. And that's all for this one. The Cyclones.
Oh my god.
blow out Texas 98-76. Now we'll bring you our player of the game.
I want to show. Can we see the replay? I don't think we can see a replay of that, can we?
Now let's go back to Greg.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if the game-changing performance will be
Pontiac
that. Come on.
Game-changing performance.
Come on. It
Thanks,
has to
welcome
be.
everyone to the 2K
It
Sports
has to
Studios.
be.
I'm Greg Gumbel, and we're set to bring you the Pontiac game-changing performance. We had a terrific overtime.
There it
battle on
is.
our hands, thanks to this
Oh,
team.
man,
The
what a
Iowa State
shot.
Cyclones would go on to pull out the
Oh
win in
my
OT.
god.
It was
Look
this
at
shot
that. Look
made
how
it all
far
possible.
away that was.
Desperately
Holy
needed the
shit.
basket.
That had to have been
Split shot
30. That was
tied the
almost
game
30
and
feet.
broke the
I think that was
spirit of the
almost
opposition.
30 feet.
Thanks, Greg, for Tracy Wolfson and Bill Raftery. This is Vern Lundquist saying thanks for joining
Fat
us
Greg
for
Gumbel.
College Hoops on 2K Sports.
God damn, that was good. Holy shit. I thought for sure our win streak was over. Our home record was tarnished. But here we go. 83-5. We keep the streak alive at 48 home wins straight. It is February 5th, 2022, which means by the time we get... we don't even play the Texas A&M game. By the time we get to the Texas A&M game, that will be 3 in-game years since we last lost at home. That is insanity. Oh, what the hell am I doing? I need to do my own recruiting. I was immediately just going to go to the next game, but I needed to do my own recruiting now. College Hoops Tonight. I wonder if it'll end up on College Hoops Tonight. I never watched this, really.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. I'm Greg Gumbel here with my partner, Clark
Fucking
Kellogg.
double-chinned
Coming up
Greg
on
Gumbel.
College Hoops Tonight, we'll preview some of the biggest games coming up this week in the NCAA, as well as show you the best action from around the nation.
I don't know if it'll show it.
With a
It'll
special
probably
player
show
who's
it,
an
but
easy
it'll
choice
probably
as
it's
our
probably
player
just
of the
way
week
too
in
much
college
stuff to go
basketball.
through.
Win it. Is this week's
We already got like
I
the
wouldn't be
game-changing
surprised if he
performance. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I don't care what Cal Poly is doing. You know, it's old when Pontiac is sponsoring it. Yeah, absolutely. When did they go out of business? Like, what was it? 2009, I think. Ooh. So we're still up on that. So we got, what, 3 scholarship offers. We should get at least 2 of them. I'm not great about the fact that we got... Didn't we... Don't we already have a... Yeah, we do have a center, so I'm not too concerned about it, but... Still. We'll visit him anyway. I mean, what's the harm gonna be, honestly, at this point? Go ahead and scout the recruit game. What harm's gonna be done by sending that? Give him something to do. Shoot out a couple of emails and we'll call it good. There you go. Should I be looking at juniors? How many juniors are we gonna have? I don't know. Management, roster. 1, 2. Oh, board chart's out. I felt like we were missing somebody, but I didn't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. So probably next season we might have up to 4 scholarships we can use. I think. I don't know if I counted that right. Because we have, what, 3 scholarships available? We had a grand total of... I don't know if we're just going to get a couple extra. I might start working on a couple of... I might start working on some juniors. Let me look like at some world prospects. Oh, they're all 3-star guys. Do we really need a... I don't think we really need a guard. Alright, let me look at guys who I might have a good shot at. He's a maybe. See, so many people are like not even seniors yet, and they're practically already committed to people. Ooh. He's a small point guard, but you know what? I'll take it. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Everything about bringing back a fat white guy from Harlem for Fight Night. That's another thing I haven't worked on. Is I got Fight Night Round 3 working on my PlayStation 3. That might be a thing. You found an anime where a wrestler gets transported to another world and just starts German suplexing people. Yeah, he loves animals. That's the whole. He's wrestling to start up a like an animal shelter or something like that. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember what the actual name of it is, but yeah, he's supposed to kill animals, but his idea is to like seduce them. Like the animals try to kill the people. And so he doesn't want to kill any animals, so he basically like tames all the animals. Ooh. Yeah, it's a great show. Public laundromat today. You're used to having a washer dryer in your own place. That felt weird. Is that normal? I mean, I guess it depends on if you're used to it or not. I think if you've ever been to a public laundromat and you've been there enough times, you'd probably be used to it. But yeah, dude, there was a couple points where I had like washers and dryers that broke down on some of my old apartments, and I almost had to go to a public laundromat, and it would have felt awkward, I think, just because it's, you know, I don't know. I'm just not used to being around people for that. Ooh. I don't think we need so many small point guards, but I mean, there's no harm in talking to him, huh? Oh, I don't even have points left. All right, I guess that's about it then. There we go. All right, so we got at Texas A&M, at Oklahoma State. So our next one is home game against Missouri. So we'll get to that after I just spent 50 minutes on that, and I'm trying to get 4 games in. Simulate game. Nice win over Texas A&M. Have I made any efforts to get a significant other? No. I'm doing pretty well I'm doing pretty well. Hey, number 10 in the nation. I'm not like completely fully like I'm not completely fully MGTOW guy, but I am one of those guys who I go, if I ever get someone, cool. If but I'm not really actively trying because I'm doing my own thing at this point. So I'm not really too concerned. That's a lot of points to spend for someone who's already going to join us. So I'm not going to spend my points on that. I'm just going to I'm just going to send out a bunch of phone calls today. Keep requesting game tape at least. Why does he need a girlfriend when he's got Joshi's? Absolutely. I got my non-existent relationships with Japanese women from thousands of miles away. There we go. One of these days, Japan will open back up, and I'll be able to go again. There we go. Ah! Damn it. I guess he can do it. Alright. I think we're good there then. Ah, damn it. Calendar. Missouri game. Ooh, they're a top 25 team. I want to see where they're at. 89. Okay. They're a little bit worse. They're just a smidge worse than us. They're not really. They'll be fine. I think they're gonna wear black, but I'm gonna stick with the white. I need to be facing teams that maybe kind of go well with the gold uniforms.
Get ready for College Hoops 2K8. The Missouri Tigers battle the Iowa State Cyclones.
You're 116
This one
Japanese.
promises
Combo
to be a real
dive
battle.
attack.
Hi there, everyone.
What goes
We're
on
here
in
at
the anime.
Hilton Coliseum. I'm Vern Lundquist here with Bill Raftery and Tracy Wolfson. What's your take on this, Bill?
There's a
kinda
terrific
sus
matchup
living
at the
with
small
another man.
forward position.
To be fair, that'll
Zivanovic is
probably.
right up there with the
You know
best of
what?
them when it comes to
See, the fact that you made mention of that, because I had an original plan several months ago that would involve having like 2 or 3 different roommates, and 2 of them were gay. And I mentioned this to my mom, and she was like, "Is there something you want to tell me?" I'm like, no, there's not something I want to tell you.
By Missouri.
He just happened to be gay.
I'd love to see that.
She's like, all right. She's like, you can tell me. I'm like, no, there's no.
And they lead by 2.
But yeah, now I'm basically just looking at a house for myself.
Mikulowskis didn't watch his feet and
Good
steps
Lord.
on the line. We're going the other way.
He lost track of where he was, Vern. That's just not heads-up basketball.
Cooper inbounds the ball.
So yeah, at this point, I'm just trying to find cheap little
From
houses.
inside, swishes
I
it
also
through.
keep thinking about like
He's got 2.
I keep thinking about like I see stuff like investment stuff.
Leads
I'm
him
just
with
like,
the
God,
pass.
it'd be so much better if I
Picks
had
it up.
if I had
Forward
invested my
throws
money
it
in
in.
this,
He
and then I'd
attacked
have
it
this
with
amount of money,
everything he
and that'd
had,
be great.
but Still wasn't enough.
Good defense, not letting him jam it home.
Skips it to the
I
wing.
always tend to do that,
Malone.
where I don't really want
Nice
to take the
little
risk, because
crossover.
that's a
This
lot
game
of
plan is simple.
you know,
Just get
things
him
like
the
that,
ball.
like
He's
stocks
your
and
main guy.
cryptocurrency and all that
Lethal.
stuff. It's a
He
risk.
is so hard to defend.
And, you know, you might feel like you're getting in
Backs
at the
in.
right time, and then you are like fucking Dave Portnoy from Barstool,
has it
who
out left
gets in and then
from
loses
eight feet.
$250,000
It's
because he got in at
They're
the
still behind
tippy
by
top of the
4.
market, and then he gets right back out again.
Passes out left. Radlovic catches
You
it.
know, you
Left
said you were
side.
friends with gay people and
Nice speed
transgender a
by
lot
Radlovic.
also.
They're
Yeah,
now
I
out in
got
front
an
by 6.
interesting group of
About
friends.
10 and a
I
half
got
minutes left in the
gay
half.
friends, bi
Clement
friends.
dishes it to the left wing.
One claims to be pansexual.
Savanovic backs down.
I don't want
Right
to
wing.
assume that, you know, maybe
Picks it
they're
up.
just trying to
Foul
find an
hard there.
identity, but
He'll
a
get
lot
2
of
free
them,
throws.
some of them, when they have these weird little things that they're like, some of them it's like, yeah, you're clearly bisexual. I know that much. You're clearly gay.
Knocks down the first one.
No problem with that. And then you get into the other weird little things where it's like, you know, you're this or this, and I'm just like, you're usually struggling a lot
He
in
gets the
life.
second
Are you
to
just
fall as
trying to
well.
find some sort of identity to
Cooper
latch yourself
inbounds the
onto?
ball.
I'm not going to sit here and say that that's, you know, that's what you're doing, or, you know, but it's a bit suspect sometimes.
Radlovic. It's tipped.
Like pans.
Malone gets it. Right wing. Feeds. High post. Radlovic for 3. Savanovic gets
I mean,
the
they
word
always joke
inside.
about my
He'll want another shot with that much
about
space.
my love
He knows
of
he can
anime
make it.
girls, so
Fires.
you know,
Snatched inside by Radlovic.
That's usually a sure
we
basket.
bust each other's balls
but
over
not when
stuff
they
like that.
defend them that tightly. Tough D.
Knocks it loose, but it's recovered by Jorgensen. Hands it off. Radlovic catches it. Top of the key. Offensive rebound.
This is already not a good start. This is really not a good start.
Last shot.
That's why coaches
We gotta
want you
get
to
we
hit
gotta
the
get our
glass when a
guys
shot
up
is
in
released. Good things
this.
happen when
Here,
you
hit
keep
another
that
three.
pressure on.
Let's check in
Oh.
with our sideline reporter, Tracy
That's all right.
Wilson.
Miss them now, make them
Has
later.
some info for
Make them
us.
later when
A
it
while ago,
counts.
I caught up with
I
Coach
knew it. I
Wilson.
knew he was gonna
He
get.
told me that the speed of the team on the other end of the court is a huge concern. He said we have no excuses tonight. They have such great team speed that if we don't hustle back on defense on every trip, they'll be shooting layups on us all game.
Thank you, Tracy. He's off on the second.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You'll just hit another
Lee
buzzer beater. Yeah,
inbounds the
probably.
ball, and it's a
At this
9-point
point, why
game.
not?
Cox
That
passes
was
to
the
right.
wrong guy I wanted to go to. He was cutting down to the.
Deflects the
Oh,
pass.
see, now I threw it to the guy I wanted to throw to,
The
but he was in the
intercept.
wrong position.
What
I'm
great reflexes. He bounced
silly
in
Billy.
and picked that one
This
off
is really not a
easily.
good start. That's all right. We went on like a 20-point tear in overtime
makes the
against
first.
Texas. Basketball is really a game of streaks. So the streaks are happening right now for
He'll
them.
come
We'll
away
get it
one
back
of
later.
two. About 8.5 minutes left in the
I'm-
half.
I am-
Lee takes the shot.
Hey,
He
there
gets
we go.
hammered, and he'll head to the stripe.
A little too aggressive right there. I like that he's not afraid to be physical, but that was too much.
Knocks down the first one.
That odor is
Off on the
strong.
second.
I could smell Vicks Vapor Rub coming
Unloads.
from the
Bounced
living
high
room
and
all the way
in
down
by
the hall into
Vasquez.
my bedroom.
They're now down by
I
7.
just get that faint
Intercepted.
smell of
The D was
Vicks
really waiting for it
in
there.
the air.
That's how you do it.
I really like the smell of Vicks though. It's nice.
Down low.
Ah, well, it do foul. That's all right.
And he will go to the line. Vasquez with the teardrop.
Coach Anderson is shaking things up, and this could spell trouble for the other team. This group has a lot of team chemistry.
Uh-oh. Something's happening in DDT.
Goes up.
Well, not so much
Gets the
DDT,
second
but one
to
of
fall
their,
as well. Dudley
one
inbounds
of
the
their little
ball.
child promotions.
Casey passes it
Old
up
Spice
court.
shampoo 4-pack, big bottle for $25. They retail for,
Dishes
oh
to
God,
high
those are
post.
big bottles. Those are like
Backs
32
him
ounce
down.
bottles, and 4 of them.
Last basket was made by Dudley. He is so smooth taking it in.
When a guy goes that hard to the hole,
Turn the air back on
somebody's
though.
gotta
I
step in
knew
and
it felt a
stop him.
little bit chillier. in
Lee.
here.
Radlovic
Hey,
grabs the
not that
rock.
not that I
He
care.
wasn't too worried about that
Losing a
one.
close game like that, it's
Gave him
like
room to
a
get it
girl
off.
shitting at
mainly
school.
because they
It'll take a
prefer
while for it to
long
live
three
down.
over him driving it in.
Yeah. This girl's at school fucking... Dude, all kids at school are fucking stupid. Like, it's one of those things that, like, when you do something noteworthy at school, and that sticks with you.
Knocks down
That
the
shit
first one.
sticks with you. There was a kid who was, like, in second
Gets the
grade.
book.
And all throughout elementary school, he
About
was the kid who
7.5
peed his
minutes
pants.
left
Because
in the
there was a
half.
time where he peed his
Swings
pants
it to the wing.
in the chair.
Caught.
Like, made a
Lets it
fucking
go.
puddle. Because
Misses
they
the
sat, like,
three-pointer.
2 chairs
Well, you
down
can't
from him.
afford to spot the other team any
He made
more
like a
points,
puddle.
Vern.
This is
They're
in
in
like
danger of
second
letting
grade.
this game
And he
be
was
over before the second
forever
half.
in elementary school, the
Nice
kid who
job on
peed
the
his
assist
pants.
by Jorgensen. They got on this roll a while ago, and
And this is
just
why I
haven't
say
looked back.
kids
Clement
and
brings it up
teenagers
court.
are just
Vasquez
awful
has it
people
out left.
sometimes.
Get it out of there, big fella.
So
You
like
have
when
to
you try to
protect the
teach
lane, and
them
that time, they
things, you
tried to
know,
sneak
it's
one
like,
through on him. The
they'll,
big
you
guy
know,
has
for the most
spoken.
part they'll learn, but sometimes they'll just make stupid decisions. I should know. I was a teenager who made stupid decisions. I knew friends who were also teenagers and made stupid decisions.
Top of the
You know,
key.
you learn
Throws it up.
you learn things in
No
life.
luck on the
Like if you're
three-point
gonna go
attempt.
TP a house,
They
don't
still have
park
an
directly in
11-point
front of the
lead.
house because one of
Passes
the
it to
neighbors
the
might
top of the
come
key.
by, not recognize the
Vasquez
car that's in
backs
front of the
in
house, and
for
realize that
three.
perhaps
The
it's
shot
your
was knocked
car.
down by Cox. They
Well,
cut the
thankfully it
lead
wasn't
to
my
8.
car; it was my friend's
He's
car. But
doubled up.
nonetheless,
Jorgensen way up court. It's stolen by Vasquez.
They may use the
oh
double
shit!
team more
There we go.
to create more steal opportunities
You're
like
still
that.
stupid, probably.
They're bringing the double team. The Tigers
Forgetting
were
his
the
own
last
class is
ones
still
to
on
touch
and
it,
start
and they'll turn it
jacking
over.
it. Yeah, it's amazing to me. I don't know if it's
It wasn't about the
it's
defensive
amazing to me
pressure
the
either.
amount of people
He just
who
fired it off target.
I guess just like they go through the motions enough that they forget, you know,
Inbounds the ball.
a
Just over
mic is
6 minutes
on,
left
or
in the
they're
half.
logged into a
Orchard lost track of
thing,
his
or
position and stepped on the out-of-bounds
like
line.
their stream
That
doesn't
is a
end, like they
turnover.
don't
He
realize
lost
that
track
their
of where he
stream was
was,
still
Vern.
on.
That's just not heads-up basketball.
Oh shit! I was looking at something. God damn it!
Casey.
Don't make a point. Don't make the shot. I'm sitting here trying to get back in.
Casey with the shot. Knocks
Who the
down
fuck still
trifecta.
TPs in today's society?
He's
I don't
1
think
for 2
anyone
from
really does
downtown.
anymore.
Iowa State.
I mean, this is when I was a
struggling.
teenager.
Vasquez catches it outright.
This is like, what, 2006,
Backs down.
2007?
Sinks it from 6.
I don't think anyone
He's got
TP
6.
stuff anymore. I don't know. I haven't been to high school in like almost 15 years now. Well, it's been what, 12 years? Yeah, 12 years.
From deep.
I don't know what they do anymore.
Grabbed by Flores.
Flores with a great offensive rebound there. He worked so hard to establish position.
But they're still up by 7. Mikalowskis
Oh,
takes a 3.
damn it.
Dudley snatches it down.
Mikalowskis is having a hard
I'm surprised
time
we
getting
haven't
his
seen
shot
that
to
yet.
go,
I'm
Vern.
surprised we haven't seen
Just hope
someone
it
doing
doesn't
like a
wreck
screen
his
capture
confidence, but
and
it's
there's
hard
just
to see
some
how it
kid
would.
just starts fucking
him in.
masturbating. There's endless amounts of classes going on Zoom and endless amounts of hormonal teenagers on Zoom in front of their computer.
Backs in. Has it on the
I feel
elbow
like at
from
some
the
point,
wing.
like I guess
It
it's
was
because
hit by
the
Jorgensen.
year's still kind of young.
They're
We're
still
only in
down by
October.
7.
Maybe by the end of the year, we'll have heard a horror story about a teenager who just started fucking watching porn and didn't realize his camera and mic were still on.
Casey.
I did see one TikTok of like a girl who started openly complaining about her class on TikTok. And then like she's sitting there like complaining about the teacher and the class, and she just ranting and raving about everything. And then like she realizes as the teacher says something that she had left her mic on, and she's just horrifically embarrassed. Like I feel like it's just a matter of time before some kid gets caught jacking off.
Well, let's get back to the action.
I will be
Both
that
teams
kid.
are going to make some
Don't go trying to
substitutions.
find those stories. You're going to end up on a list. I'm sure I'm already on a
Cooper
list.
inbounds the ball.
Everyone's on some sort of
They're
list,
playing
I'm
man
sure.
around here, Vern.
Radlovic dishes to the free throw line.
I'm sure if it happens, it'll be on TikTok. If it's still legal in America
Corral by Borchard.
at that
But they're
point.
still out in front by 5. Left wing launches one. from
Oh,
beyond the
ooh,
arc.
that's a
costly foul
three-shotter.
right there. He'll
Let's
get
go.
3 shots at the line.
I saw one where some lady started taking a dump and the whole meeting just watched. I think I've heard about that too.
Makes the first of 3.
The streamers I love. Thank you. I'm not gonna.
Good on number 2.
I know you're gonna be offended by this, but I feel like there's something coming. It's just I've been conditioned at this
And he
point
converts all 3.
to just think that there's some sort of ulterior motive.
Steal by Chuisi.
Oh, the quick
Ah,
hands
come on.
before they even
Get
knew
in
what
there.
hit them. He made
There
up
we
for
go.
that one.
See? Game of streaks. Now we've tied the game up.
Knocked loose, but it's recovered by Casey.
I knew you were gonna get
Missouri
offended by it,
seems
but that's all
powerless to
right.
stop this run, and Tracy's got something for us.
Listen,
Coach
if you
Anderson
get
is
shit
not
on
at
by
all
somebody,
happy with the drought they're going
you're not
through. He
gonna.
told his
It's the
assistants to
old
find any
Sean
way to turn
Connery
this one around.
SNL Celebrity Jeopardy thing.
Chuisi backs down.
You ever seen those skits of Celebrity Jeopardy on Saturday Night Live where they have Sean Connery on, and there's the thing where he's always shitting on Alex Trebek,
Chuisi takes it up.
and then he
Chuisi
has those
gets the
moments where
offensive
he's
rebound.
like being nice to him, but then actually he's just shitting on him. He's just finding a more unique way of shitting on him. That's how that's how I treat some people. Where it's like, if you're shitting on me enough, I feel like even when you're being nice to me, there's something just around the corner.
Missouri calls timeout.
Let's keep the defense up.
They're getting set to inbound the ball.
Chemistry is BS, so I'm trying. I hated chemistry. I hated all the equations and all that other horseshit. I think I just barely passed chemistry. It's probably like a C
Cooper
minus.
inbounds the ball.
Just remember, C's get degrees. I don't really care too much what your GPA. Realistically, I feel like we're at a point now where they don't even really care what your GPA is, as long as you have the degree and the work experience. The only thing that could help you with like the highest tier jobs is if you were like
29 to 25.
basically valedictorian, or you were like if you were top of your class, that could help you. But I feel like at this point, any normal job that's not like a super high tier job, it's not really gonna matter, just as long as you pass. Especially if you're in high school, they don't give a. That's one thing I thought about too. Was like when I was in high school, they sat there and they were like, "Yeah, your GPA kind of counts when you're getting into college," and it's like, it might, but mostly it goes on your. It deals with like your SATs or ACTs. Like, I had shit grades and I could still pretty much. I was like a B. What was I, like a 2.7 GPA?
Gets it out left.
I really stopped caring about classes I really didn't need. But yeah, especially your high school grades. Unless you're going to college,
Down low.
people don't give a shit about your grades in high school. No one, unless you're a valedictorian, and even then, it probably doesn't matter.
A little off, but not enough to deter him
Zoom
the
in
next
from a
time.
crush when I was in 7th grade. She was 11. I was 13. Felt like a creep. Going through chemistry and getting an A. Well, that's cool. Good for you.
He can't get the first.
School to become a boxing or MMA commentator. So you're going to like a broadcasting school, I assume?
He sinks the second. Missouri calls time. Well, it looks like they're getting set to inbound the ball.
You could probably do some stuff there.
Cooper inbounds the ball.
I'm trying to think. Like, it's not ideal. It's not an ideal. From what I've known about broadcasting degrees, they're not ideal. But if you can get it, you go ahead and get it.
Iowa State with the ball. They're on a 17-5
Damn it.
run. Stolen away by Missouri.
The intercept. What great reflexes. He pounced in and picked that one off easily.
Misfired on that last three.
As long as you're not like getting it in like radio or something.
He'll make that one most of the time.
I don't think there's any money left in radio. There used to be no money in like terrestrial radio, and everything was in satellite radio, but I feel like even now there isn't even money in satellite radio anymore. Because that used to be the thing. It was like up until like the mid 2000s, you could still make some pretty good money in FM radio. Now FM radio ain't worth shit.
5-second differential.
And it was all about satellite radio. But now that like everyone's got a smartphone with podcasts and Spotify and everything else, like satellite radio ain't shit anymore.
Stolen by Ellaby. Hits the layup.
Look at education, you agree that in the grand scheme of things, GPA doesn't matter unless you're applying for scholarship and trying to attend an Ivy League. Absolutely. I always try to talk people into trade schools. That's what I try to talk people into, if at all possible. If you find a passion in electrical or plumbing, that's probably the most ideal things at this point. Some sort of machinery maintenance, because there's always going to be machine. Because I always say like the two most secure and best jobs would probably be an electrician and a plumber, because everything uses electricity. Everything uses electricity, so there's a need for an electrician. And there's buildings constantly being, updated or built or anything like that. And plumbers, the same thing. There's always going to need to be toilets come in or new pipes put in, and then of course, you're always it's not like some other things. Like even I'm nervous as a postal employee because it's like people can eventually stop using the mail, and that's not really going to affect people too much. But everybody poops, and that's not really, unless they come up with some miracle thing where your waste disintegrates in your body. It's still going to have to expel somehow. But if there's some miracle cure that manages to empty out your body without having to excrete it in some way, shape, or form, everybody's going to poop.
Skips it to the top of the key. Shoots it. The three-pointer was no good by Redlevitt. Tracy Wilson has more on what went on at halftime. Tracy?
During halftime, I talked with Coach Wilson. He told me that he thinks it is going to take a different approach this half.
I remember when I was up until like sophomore in high school. I poop a lot, so not doing radio, more like that one show with Charles Barkley, Shaq, and Kenny Smith. Yeah, so like TV commentary stuff.
Thanks, Tracy. Cooper dishes it to the left
He
wing.
literally just pooped. Yeah, cheap series to drive in. Probably local stuff. If you find a dirt track, there's probably dirt tracks everywhere. You'd have to find whatever sort of banger series there is there. And even then, you might not make really any money.
Far side. Redlevitt shoots the three. Cooper yanks it down inside.
I remember up until I was a sophomore in high school, I wanted to do meteorology. I always liked the meteorologists on our local news, looking up at the weather maps and pointing at stuff, and like I learned a lot about it. And then like I ended up kind of leaving that because it was a lot more like math and science than I really wanted to do. And I had a much bigger interest in computers at that point. So I eventually went to college for computer programming and engineering degree, and then promptly left it. Because I really just didn't want to go to school.
Fight through the foul and put it down. Strong move, Vern.
The Cyclones will bring out some reserves.
I remember the talk that I had with the counselor when I was on academic probation. It wasn't even for poor grades. It was just the fact that I signed up for like 4 classes a semester. And then I dropped 2 of them within like the first week. So like they didn't count against my GPA, but it did count against my completion percentage. So like, yeah, you can't really do that and not have it count towards your completion percentage. I'm like, all right. But then I still did it anyway, and I ended up getting academically suspended. And then if I wanted to go back to school, I'd have to basically reapply. Dirt cars cost a lot. I mean, you're going to be a pro driver. All cars cost a lot. all cars. You're going to have to buy your own car, I feel like. I feel like you can't just be a driver. I feel like if you're starting off, you can't just be a driver for somebody unless you know them. Like, you'd have to have your own car and have to take care of it.
About 9.5 minutes left in the second half. They're going to double team him.
Oh.
Missouri calls timeout.
Medical science, because it actually fucking helps people, yeah. You know what was suggested to me by someone was they were talking about nursing degrees, and everyone gets into nursing, and that's got like a huge waiting list. But what most people don't usually get into is ultrasound technology. And I guess you can make decent money being an ultrasound technician, and it's something that people need. You need someone who could actually work the machines in the hospital. And I guess you make some pretty good money at it. Not a lot of people go for it because it's not like a nurse or anything else. And then you probably don't have to start off at the bottom changing bedpans.
He told his guys, if you get to the open spot on the floor, I know you can hit that shot.
Do you take vaccines or have a driver's license? I mean, I am vaccinated in a way. I guess I don't know what you mean exactly by vac. Like, you can't. I think everyone's in some form vaccinated, unless you're one of the anti-vax thing is a fairly recent thing. But I've had any sort of normal vaccines you would need. Maybe not flu shots. My mom's really trying to convince me to take a flu shot. She's like, well, you you've never taken a flu shot. I'm like, yeah, and I've never really been sick. I've never really been completely sick with a flu. And even if I do, it's not like a huge deal. I don't know why you need a flu shot.
He must have thought someone was rotating over to
stop vaccinating. Use essential oils.
Even for a second.
Pass to the elbow. Jorgensen pulls the trigger. No good from three-point land.
Expect the hell of the motor races is way harder than the most cousins do motocross. Fuck!
Lost track of his position.
I would say especially motocross. Like, car drivers is one thing. Like, that's pretty intense as it is. But even more so when you're like a motocross guy, because that's a lot of jumps and leaps and everything, and you gotta have control of that bike. You're going to end up breaking your fucking leg if something goes wrong easily. You fucking crash down to earth.
Malone bounces it to the free throw line.
Don't even have a license?
Left wing.
Well, that's probably what you're going to need at first, is you're going to need a way to drive a car. The ability and legality to drive a car is probably going to be your first thing.
They're up 53-38. Missouri is.
I guess if I wanted to get into motor racing at like 18, it'd probably be fairly easy. Maybe not fairly easy, but at least it'd be a little bit nicer for me, considering we got like the #1 dirt track in the country. We got one of the most famous dirt tracks in the country, like 45 minutes down the road.
Knocks down the first one. The Tigers will bring in some players from off the bench.
If you ever wanted to, if I wanted to start driving sprint cars or something.
He gets them both. Chewy inbounds the ball. Passes to the left. Mikalowskis puts it up.
Good lord.
From 7. Still
Thank God I'm ahead, because I'm really screwing things up here.
Leads him with the pass. Releasing. The bank shot didn't fall.
Well, you're in Florida. I bet you there's some places to go in Florida.
Really nice stop. Stolen by Missouri.
I had another friend of mine who's in Florida. He hates it. I guess he's like sort of in the middle coast of Florida. Like, he used to live in Tampa. And now he's like 3 hours south. He's like kind of right in the middle between Central Florida and Miami, out in the middle of kind of nowhere. And he hates it. He wants to be more in Orlando.
Chewy shoots. Hit the turnaround jumper. But they still lead by 13.
The old Mizzou ISU rivalry, yeah. I don't know.
Here comes the double team.
I don't know when that stopped being a thing, but
the shot from beyond the arc was no good by Redlevic. With nobody around, he still couldn't
let's
convert.
see. Oh,
Sometimes you can be
damn it.
too wide
Yeah, I feel like now, for the most part, the rivalries for Iowa State is pretty much
Terrific
Iowa
job
and
clearing some
Kansas.
space under the glass.
Oklahoma started
Physicality
becoming that
prevailing.
as well, just because of the big games between Iowa State and Oklahoma that would happen in conference tournaments.
Left wing. Borcher tosses it up. Drills the long
I feel like the big one in this game right now for me is Texas. Texas is like a big rivalry game for us in this because it could go either way. It just barely escaped a loss.
They're getting set to inbound the ball. The Cyclones will get a few more starters back into the game.
All are very expensive, like over $100K for a dirt car. Is it? I wouldn't know.
Dudley inbounds the ball. Passes it to the right. Jorgensen with the shot. Misses the three after the nice pump fake.
You've just got to hit that shot when you've got that much space.
Dumps it to the paint. Borcher gets it outside.
Oh, God, that was a dumb idea. That was a dumb idea. That's all right. We're still up, so it's fine.
Nice touch on that last three by Casey. Borcher tosses it up court. The leaner.
I think. I was trying to push for a foul, but I mean, I'll take the 2 points. We got Borchardt back. That's good.
Under 5 minutes left in the second half. Passes left side. Dudley shoots it. Borcher grabs the rebound inside.
He can live with that miss. He was open, and he knows that he can make it more often than not.
Let's see what we got.
Backs him down.
Yeah, I used to go to some of the. I wouldn't really know where to start, honestly, as far as becoming a dirt racer is concerned, or any sort of race car driver at this point.
Tracy is by their bench with a report.
I feel like literally the thing you'd have to do is go to like some of the local, like there's a famous, we got the famous dirt track here with Knoxville, but there's some very local ones too that probably aren't running too much, or at least weren't in the summer. Like we got a couple of really small dirt tracks that are not used too much, except for like the stuff that not a ton of people go to. And then you probably just have to literally ask a driver, hey, how do you get into this?
They're now up by 60.
Name some famous wrestlers from Iowa. Seth Rollins.
Swings it to the wing.
And Seth Rollins.
Skip pass outright. Radlovic, the crossover. Casey.
Is Oregon in this? I'm rooting for them. I don't think I'm facing Oregon at all. I might have already. You know what? I think I might have already faced Oregon this season. I don't even remember.
Backs in.
I feel like they were a team I faced recently, but I don't remember.
Dishes it to the elbow.
There you go.
The three ball
hey.
good by Cox. He's 3 for 5 for the game.
These people aren't loving it. You think it's getting
loud
in here or what?
Tipped away.
Oh.
And it's scooped up by Zivanovic. Picked him clean.
Let's go. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. I was looking for the foul.
Things that others don't.
First team foul. Shooting 2. Cox takes it up. Both teams will make some substitutions.
Very nice. I think that's it. I think we got a 20-point lead. We can actually simulate it. We'll try to cut some time down from the time we spent dealing with BS just a little bit ago with that Texas game. Let's see, versus Texas Tech. So that'd be the next home game. All right. Still number 10. We'll make some phone calls, and I think that'll be about it here. Give him something to do. One guy shoots out emails, one guy shoots out phone calls, one guy gets game tape. It's like a well-oiled machine here, our recruiting office is. Robinson does the emails. I do the phones. Novsek does the game tapes. And just like that, we are rocking and rolling. All right. Not big on a lot of this, but I mean, we can keep this going. There's nothing wrong with keeping that going. They fucking set wildfires and shit up our air for like 2 weeks down here in Oregon. Yeah. All right, Texas Tech. Where are they at? Wow, they're better than I thought they were. What's the record? 17-7. It's an okay record, but I wasn't expecting that. All right. I had my Red Bull. I should probably do my Red Bull.
It's time for College Hoops 2K8. The Texas Tech Red Raiders square up against the Iowa State Cyclones. This is going to be a terrific match.
Maybe I won't finish the season today. I don't think I could do 2 more games of this. It's already taken an hour and a half for this. We're going to get past the 2-hour mark at this point. These games have been kind of hard.
State gets the tip, and we're underway. Chewy lets it go. Scores the opening field goal.
I probably could have won the yellow here.
Takes it up.
Oh my God.
Throws the foul, and he'll get a trip to the line.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do after this. I was trying to deal with some All-Pro Football 2K8 stuff because I don't think I've ever actually played All-Pro Football 2K8 on stream. And I was trying to get some like roster files figured out, and then I thought I figured it out, and then I didn't, and then I was working on more roster files, and I didn't get it working. So I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I tried dealing with tutorials and all this other horse shit, and it just didn't want to fucking work. I'm just aggravated by it. Why can you guys not get... There you go, get a rebound.
And it's still knotted up 2. Passes right side.
All right, Chewy, see what you got. What you got? All right, he's wide open. You're just going to let him take that shot? The players look like a snorkel. Game time! Woo! Absolutely. Yeah, we can't pay the players in this era.
Catches it right wing.
I mean, I guess we could pay them. So that's what we give them. That's how they get their oh my God. That's how they get their kickbacks here for being with us is in cocaine.
Has some info for us.
Vern, before the game, I talked with Coach Wilson. He told me offense is not an area of concern for this team.
Cocaine and cheerleader pussy. That's how we pay our players here. No money exchanges hands because that's against NCAA policy, at least in the 2K8 days.
They now lead by 1. Zivanovic inbounds the ball.
I'm actually really surprised. Besides Maximum Football, I guess the only other thing would be college basketball, and that's not as popular as college football. I'm actually surprised there's really only been like one honest shot at a college football game or a college sports game since EA and 2K shut down their stuff. And I say an honest one because I don't count Gridiron Champions. Maximum Football is really the only thing that's taken an honest shot at college sports, or at least college sports that people watch. I think when I played the Casey Powell lacrosse, you could do it, but it really wasn't much, and it wasn't really any sort of actual college thing. It was just the same as pro, but with some college teams.
Still a 2-point lead.
And hand jobs for Vietnamese chicks on halftime.
Iowa State.
I'd love to
Shit,
see that.
sign me up.
He was looking around, then pounced. Such a thief, Vern.
Pass out left. Zivanovic drains it from just inside the 3-point line. He's got 5.
I'm about to go back to college to play me some basketball.
Gets it right wing.
Cocaine, cheerleader pussy, and Vietnamese hand jobs. Let's go, boys.
Lucky break for the defense.
Whoever was supposed to be guarding him better wake up. Because
they're just letting him just shoot free range out here, man. They're letting Mikauskas like just what is that? Mikhail, yeah.
Felt the momentum slipping away from his
Mikalauskas?
team. I'm sure he's hoping
Mikalauskas?
this time out will
Yeah.
straighten them out.
They're just giving him free reign to just pop out threes right there. And he's actually not even the leader.
Well, let's get back to the action.
Coach Wilson
Ridiculous.
is shaking things up, and this could spell trouble for the other team. This group has a lot of team
I feel like at
chemistry.
some point, if I play non-sports stuff, I got quite a few things
Inbounds the ball.
that I got recently on Switch
Staple
that
swings
would
it
be
to the
fun
wing.
to play.
Backs down.
But I don't know
Left wing.
how well
Puts it
that
up.
would go.
The three-point shot.
I at least got a couple of
by
potential.
Sidibe. And it's a 7-point
Well, I got
game.
one for sure, and then maybe a
Mikalauskas
couple
fought
other
for that
potential
rebound. That's some
anime titty
toughness
games.
for
It's
you.
been a while since I played me an anime
Kicks it
titty
out to
game
the
on
wing.
stream.
Caught for
I
three.
feel like we're overdue,
The streak continues
for
with
anime
14
titties.
unanswered.
at least for a one shot.
Takes the shot. Tried to answer
Nope.
back with a three, but it's missed by Staple.
Well, you can't afford to spot the other team any more
There we
points. Vern.
go.
They're in
Do
danger of letting
that.
this game be over before the second half.
Man, they really don't like being
Sizing up
successful
his
at pick and
man.
rolls. What is this, dude? We can kill them with our
The offensive end.
ugh.
Lead from about
We can
19
kill them
feet.
with our shooting on the outside, and they're just not doing anything to
Texas Tech
protect
is
it.
struggling on defense,
Maybe their whole
facing
game
its
plan went into
The Red
us
Raiders coach
post
was
play,
frantically
like,
talking to his assistants,
it went
trying
into
to come up
post
with a
play, and
plan
then they
on
didn't do
defense to
anything
stop
about
this run. He is
shooting.
not pleased with their
Despite the
current
fact we
setup, to
literally
say the
just-
least.
Thanks, Tracy.
We literally just won a game recently, or at least got into overtime with a long range jumper.
Faust makes his first appearance.
You could play more NASCAR. I mean, if people like NASCAR, but it's not like I'm great at it. I haven't made any more cars in the last few days. That was a thing I was thinking about when I was first quarantined. I'm like, oh shit, I got like 8 days to just make the rest of my NASCAR cars and do some Hornet stuff, and I'd be all jazzed for that. And it's like, then once I streamed it, I'm just like, fuck, I'm not really great at the
Has it on
game.
the elbow.
I don't know. Maybe people would enjoy me sucking at the game.
They're now out in front
I've seen
by 14.
streams from guys who
Here comes the double team.
aren't
Staple
tremendous at the
passes it up
game, but
court.
they have like a whole setup and all that stuff, and
Sidibe.
you don't care. Just when you see you
Pulls it
fuck
in.
up.
The leader.
Just couldn't find any room to move down.
Oh yeah, I did finally.
That's about the only way to
Yeah, I
stop
know for TEW, I worked on some TEW stuff. I finally got a name for my
Catches it. Baseline.
big event for Vertigo in January, as well as match cards made up. My first like real set of match cards. Like I've made a couple. Like my first real set of match cards for like essentially like a pay-per-view esque event.
Staple passes it to the wing.
And then I finally got a logo made for my
Free
1920s
throw line.
promotion. It almost feels too modern, maybe.
The
I don't know.
Cyclones looking to extend their run.
I'm sure it looks
Fox
fine.
dumps it off. Dishes it to the left side. Backs
You
him
know,
down.
I didn't want to go
Knocks
two
it
balls
loose,
to the wall
but it's
with
recovered by Mikalauskas.
logos and stuff. Let me see here.
Leads him in.
Ah,
Steal by
damn it.
Texas Tech.
Not a good
NASCAR
entry pass,
F1
Vern.
and
You
start
just
your own
can't
team.
force
That's
it in
another
there.
thing I
Last
want to
basket
do. Is I
made
wanted
by
to.
Staple.
I had this thought of like
Inbounds
doing
the ball.
doing something
Under
like
6
that. Maybe I
minutes
should,
left in the half.
because part of me wanted to kind of get the new
Vasquez.
NASCAR Heat game, because I'm like,
Leads it
oh,
to
you know
left
what?
wing.
I
Tosses
always
it up.
I kind of love
Drills
that
the ball
aspect
three.
of like NASCAR
They're
07,
up
where you like
25.
started off and wheel in, and then you could work your way up and then buy your own team. And
Texas Tech calls time.
Dirt to Daytona would be cool, but like, yeah, I don't think you can buy your own team on Dirt to Daytona. Do it this stream. I gotta
We'll
buy
make
the
some
game.
substitutions.
I can't just go out and buy the game right now. All the stores are closed, and trying to download it on my PC would take forever because
Gets
it
it
doesn't.
left wing.
I bet you it's no
Wasted
like
no time right
1
there.
gig
The
game. It's
opportunity was
definitely
there, and
not
they
a small
seized it.
game, file size wise.
Mikalauskas hands it off behind the arc. The
Ah,
offensive board gathered
tried.
like Chewisi. He flew in to grab it
Just
off
buy
the
old
window.
NASCAR games.
Offensive rebound is
I
about
mean,
desire
I
and
got like
anticipation.
older PS2
He's
level
plenty of
NASCAR
fun.
games. I got like
This is
NASCAR
right
07
wing.
on PS2 I could play. Some of the other NASCAR Thunders, Chase for the Cup, Dirt to Daytona.
Catches it on the elbow.
Play the new F1 so much better. Damn, I think the last one I bought was like 18 or something. I think it was on sale is why I bought it. I think there was some reason I bought it. Might have even been 2016.
Michalauskas inbounds the ball under 5 minutes.
Why is it you could do a 345 episode series of a basketball game? I think it's because I'm good at basketball games, sort of, as I'm randomly jacking up threes.
Right wing.
I think it's because I eventually got better. And I don't know. I think it also is because like I don't know if people want to watch it. I guess the only way to do it is to actually do it, but then I get stuff like Super Mega Baseball where I'm like, oh, this is unique enough that maybe people would want to see it, and I do like quick little games, and then people just didn't give a shit.
They're going to apply some pressure here, and with
so I run that risk as well. I feel like with something like NASCAR Racing 2003, there's enough mods and everything else that if I were to do like a series of that, people would probably be interested in it, especially if I just did some goofy tracks along with everything. Chase for the Cup or Thunder this stream. I'm good. He's saying needing bullshit to win a game.
Passes left wing.
I didn't say I need bullshit to win a game.
McFarland. Faust crosses it over.
Yeah, maybe like I don't know.
Grabbed by Faust.
I feel like the idea of like being able to like work my way back up and then eventually get a team, something like that. I don't know. I actually did recently play NASCAR 07 on my PS2 emulator. Oh my god. And it didn't go so well. And it did kind of okay, but that's mostly because I had like stability control and all that stuff that kept me from just sliding off the road on.
Staple dumps it down low. Nearly had a chance for a three-point play, but he'll go to the line for two.
Trace for the car. Chat, that way I didn't have to spend the money for your comments to be shown. Yes, but then also, what if I do what if I do a NASCAR series that makes me popular and then more and more people show up and then the only comments I can see are the ones that people pay for? I'm just kidding. I'm never going to be big.
2:56 left in the first half. Outright. Puts it up.
I just had a whole conversation about words that would just offend people. That's never going to happen. Did I not change the home record? I remember it was at 48 after the big Texas game. I don't think I ever did that. That's all right. I'm up by 12. I'll do it real quick right now.
Goes up. Zivanovic reels it in. Flipped it up and out.
His team really needs him to hit that.
Do that and that and that. And this, and launch it, and in, there you go, all right, do that, streak, 49, try not to make too many hoops while I'm gone, there you go.
Emerson hands it off. McFarland can't return the favor with his own three. Vasquez brings it up court.
Their rebounding has been terrific, Vernon. That's the main reason they're leading in this
See,
game.
I can't help but jack up threes when you're just going to let me shoot them. Come on now.
Dumps it to the inside.
Ah, damn it.
Hold down inside by Emerson.
He got hacked pretty hard on that shot. We'll see if he can convert from the line.
I always thought about doing playing some sort of Minecraft series as well, but I feel like that would bring not unsavory people, but it would bring like the wrong kind of audience who watches that. Like I've seen my analytics of people who watch, and it's actually kind of funny because like 96% of, I think it was like 96, I think it was percent of my audience is between like 18 and 49. True demo god right here.
Connects inside the key. He's got 9.
And it makes sense considering I don't know of a lot of 12-year-olds who are super interested in watching a 13-year-old basketball game or a obscure indie football game or a 16-year-old football game or something like that.
The Cyclones carry it up.
Did I get girls to like me? Well, you are asking the wrong damn person. If you find out, let me know.
2 for 2 from long range.
You're 16 and watch me. Oh boy. Didn't you see the mature button that you have to click? I do think it's interesting because it doesn't say you have to be 18. It just says mature audiences.
Knocks down the first one. Both teams are making substitutions.
Look at what you said. What do you say? Since you're one of the only people you talk to on a consistent basis, but I know you don't care, but tell me how you go.
He's off on the second.
And also that you consider me to be your friend.
To the stripe. Backs in.
Well, I appreciate that, I guess.
Out to the wing. Shoots it.
Also, once again, I revert back to the Sean Connery celebrity Jeopardy bit on Saturday Night Live. What's coming? Of course, there's no 18+ button. Do you know how much less money would be made on Twitch if there was an 18+ button? I mean, it'd get routinely ignored anyway. Do you know how many people in the just chatting section, if there was an 18+ button and you had to be verified 18+, just how much money would be lost with that? You are the most useless person to ask for advice. You're probably not wrong. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you you're wrong.
Good on number 2. Chewy C inbounds the ball. First half.
Oh shit, we're done with the half. Good God, I didn't even realize I'm up by 22 with that half.
Give us your opinion on the first half, Bill.
If we don't see some improvement soon,
it's probably because we launched 16 3-pointers and we made 8 of them. So you know what? 50% from behind 3-point line is quite good. And you would keep doing it if you're shooting that high. If you're shooting at least like 35-40% from 3, you'd still be shooting.
We're all set to begin the second half, so let's get back into it.
That's where all the points came from, by the way, because we made, 7 more 3-pointers than them?
Emerson,
you pull that away, that's 21 points. It'd be a much closer game if I was bricking all my shots.
Left wing. Sidibe. Emerson catches it. Right wing. Zivanovic is tagged with the reach, and that's foul number 2 for him.
He should concentrate on just getting good position instead of flailing away at the ball like that.
Let's see here. Nope. I feel like he's trying to set a pick that's not going to be successful.
From deep, the shot
it was a ruse the whole time.
He's 1 for 5 for the game. Let's check in with Tracy Wilson.
Well, guys, during the break, I talked with Coach Wilson.
You had all the time in the world, man.
Do it again. To make sure
Actually,
that doesn't happen. He went on to say that he wasn't going to mix up his rotation, even though he knows he has talent on the end of his bench.
Lord Almighty!
Used in the first half,
good God!
Best chance of winning this game, and he won't stray from that game plan. Back to you, Vern.
Thanks, Tracy. No good on that last shot by Sidibe.
That's another rebound for a team that's doing a great job on the boards. They've got a big edge
the day
there
I
today.
start learning Japanese, I'm gonna get so much shit from everybody.
Fires.
My chat room, my friends,
66% for the game. The Red Raiders down.
Everybody. I'm gonna have friends that is like, if they found out that I was like taking Japanese courses, they'd just be like, "Of course you are."
That's his 5th rebound in this one.
Of course you are.
He used his body to make some room for himself and hauled it in.
Backs in.
Damn, I thought maybe he could get over.
They're still out in front by 22. Gets it inside. Caught. Pulls it in.
Their rebounding has been terrific, Vern, and that's the main reason they're leading in this game.
Oh yeah, I get a lot of shit there.
Passes to the left. Pulls the trigger. The shot inside. Drained by Chewisi. 10 points, and he leads all in scoring. The Red
I
Raiders
too am a man
with
of
some
hentai
difficulties.
culture. I don't know why that
Texas Tech
just sounds
calls
that much
timeout.
weirder. Defense, let's go defense. I think just a few more points I can get up by.
Both teams
I'll
are
just
making
end
a
it.
few lineup changes.
I can end it in
Texas
under
Tech
2
puts a
hours. That'd be
sharpshooter on the
fantastic.
floor, hoping he can
I feel like
stretch
even
out
at this
the game.
point, 24 points up. But
Opong
you
inbounds the ball.
never know.
Beats it to the free throw
Watch the
line.
vids. I'm in the middle of a game,
Collected
goddammit.
inside by Ellerby. Lee backs him
I don't know.
down.
I really liked Dirt to Daytona. I don't know if I would.
Fitzwater from downtown.
Oh, look at that.
That's 8 unanswered points. About 9.5 minutes left in the second half.
We're just making those 30-footers like it's nothing.
Anticipates the pass. Borchard passes way down court.
The intercept. What great reflexes. He pounced
Boom.
in and picked that one off
Come
easily.
on. Oh, my
Stolen away
God.
by Ellerby. That last shot missed from 13.
Damn it. You know what? We're up by 30. Fuck it. That's it. We're good. There you go. They started coming back. It was only a 22-point game, but hey, we did it. I like that. I like that after the fucking hard-fought matches that Texas and sort of, well, Missouri gave us a bit, you know, in the first half, but Texas is really where it was at. It's been a little while since I've had just a straight up buzzer beater like that, and that saved a 47 game win streak. Oh my God. There you go. 50. We have now hit the big 5-0 on home win games on our home streak. All right. The only person who plays this game. I feel like there's still a few people, but yeah, it's certainly not as popular as it used to be. It comes around every once in a while. I really look forward to March every year because people get into March Madness and then they remember college basketball games, especially this one, and they go hunt it down. And what do you know? Some guy who's been playing the same save for like 5 years pops up. Watch vids, big fat man. Jesus. Whoops. He's not gonna watch someone stream. I'll watch him. Oh my God. See, now are we done? Did I not even realize that we were done? Oh, we just got done. I'm silly. All right, well, we got a big game against Baylor, and that'll be for the next stream. Number 8 versus number 14. Ooh, they are number 5 in RPI. Holy shit. 23-6 versus 23-4. We're both 11-3 going into this. I have a suspicion that this will almost certainly determine the number 1 seed in the conference. If I look at the standings, yeah, this will almost certainly determine that. It looks like right now we're the number 1, but I guess it really comes down to this, either one of these. All right, I'll watch it here in a second. I just wanted to end the video for this before I go on to something else. So save that, make sure it's saved. There we go. So you guys watch it on stream. I'll do something else. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do just yet. It seems like ideas are floating around, but we'll see what happens. If you're watching this on YouTube, however, this will be the end of this video. I appreciate you continuing to watch after. Oh my God, how many episodes are we in? I mean, I think we're at least past 100 and we're what, 115, I think. It's ridiculous. Ugh. See, how many am I at? This is 112. This will be episode 112. So I'll find something else to do here. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate you continuing to watch, and I will hope to see you on the next one.